Hello everyone, this is Sharon Mistretta, and this is the final 8th lesson in how to construct a 3-question quiz in Scratch. So when we had last left one another in our last 7th lesson, we had placed the if statements that would query the correct answer or incorrect answer and display the appropriate message. So here I'm at question 1 again, and I want to show you that, so it's the numbering system 0 through 7. I'm going to put in an incorrect answer of 1. It's supposed to be 3. So here it's correcting me. The numbering system of base 8 is 0 through 7, and that's octal, and I've given the incorrect answer. But what you're going to notice is that it doesn't move to question 2. You need to program something that will move the action along. So what we're going to do now is we are simply going to code a final event, and the event is going to be next question. And I'm going to do a new message. It's going to be called next question. Okay, so the way we have the program structured, the logic, is that it comes in and it will automatically do question 1 when you click the green flag. But then what you need to do is you need to now move the action along, and I'm just going to put an if-else statement in there. So I have the control, and we have an if-else. So I really have to only test for number 2 and number 3 because I already know that number 1 is taken care of by the green flag. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over to the operators, and I'm going to bring over a equal sign. So if my current question is in the data, if my current question is a 2, then I am going to set my round integer variable to a -1. And we're going to discover in a few moments why I do that. So I'm going to set it to -1. And then I'm going to broadcast the ask user again so that it's essentially going to throw it through its routine. So here I am going to then just, in my event, I am going to broadcast ask user, and it will go down this leg again. So by setting the round to integer to a -1, I am allowing it to automatically trigger this repeat until. So by making it a -1, it will automatically fail this and go into enter a 1, 2, or 3. So I am setting this particular integer on purpose to a -1 to fail this repeat until so that it forces it to ask this question. Otherwise, if I don't put a set in here of a number, it's going to retain what it was before. So round to integer was a 1, and it won't ask for another input from the user for the new question. So what I've done is I've created a flag for myself, and I'm just making this particular one fail so that it'll go through here. Okay, so now my else situation here, I'm going to go in through my control, and I just need one if an else statement, and I'm going to grab another operator of equals and place it into that hexagon, and I'm going to go into the data, and I'm going to do current question. So if current question is a 3, then I am going to set my round to integer again to a -1. Set round to integer to a -1, so that'll automatically force it to ask a question again for the new question. And then else, then I'm going to broadcast my event, broadcast ask user, so it's going to go through the routine that asks for an answer. else, if you remember, I created a routine called done. Okay, and it's going to then, now it'll go through questions 1, 2, and 3. 1 by virtue of it coming in through the green flag, where I have the current question is to 1. One last thing that I have to do, which I can't forget, is that after this entire routine is done, the ask user, I have to broadcast the very end of the outside of the if statement. I have to broadcast next question. That'll force it, that'll ask it to call this routine. It's going to evaluate the current question and then take action. So please don't forget, at the very end of your if statement of the ask user routine, see where the ask user is when I receive ask user? All the way at the bottom. Just broadcast next question. It will call this routine and call ask user again. Okay, and then that's it. I'm going to do a final save. And then what you will do is just make sure, just balance and have your students balance your plan sheet, just to make sure that you did abide by all of the sentences and all of the seconds, that you used all of your variables, your lists, your events, that they're all documented. Okay? And that is it. If you have any questions, please email me, and I can either answer the question within the email if you provide me with a ongoing project link, or we can arrange for a one-on-one. But these series of lessons, flip lessons, should give you a really great workable project for your 3 questions and answers. Thank you.